Hello guys and welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. Today I'm showing off the Strigoi starter gang for Carnivale. Now Carnivale's a game that is now being produced by TTCombat. They've just done a very successful Kickstarter and now it's come out on retail. I'm super excited for this. You may have seen a couple of the metal models, one of which I painted up. The others sat on my painting table because I really wanted to see what these guys look like before I went any further with it. Strigois are going to be mine. We do have the 2-player starter box, which we did an unboxing for the other day, as you guys have seen. And the models out of that are going to Vince and that other guy, Sparks, that's who. But these ones are specifically mine, so let's bust them open. Theoretically, let's bust them open anyway. So it's the typical TTCombat thing, which is the slide case. However, in this occasion, they've got the black box with all the paint on. Or the black box with all the advertising on, and I actually am a really big fan of that. I think it makes such a difference considering that is exactly the same box as the white ones that all the Rumble Slam stuff comes in. So, straight away you've got your bases here. No one cares about bases. Again, nicely padded, because that box they could quite easily rattle around in there, and they managed to thwart that. So that's really good. So let's bust it open, let's have a look. Now, because I'm assuming these will be resin anyway, or metal. No, it looks like resin. So they will need washing if you are going to get some yourself and you want to do something with them. Definitely give them a bath beforehand. Let's have a look at the models in question. So, they do look very fragile, but that was something that is becoming a bit of a staple with regards to TTCombat. The humans they create are very realistic in terms of their proportions and things like that, as opposed to your Games Workshop-y style heroic scale, which can make them a bit fiddly. Malifaux went through that as well, but theirs are in 50 different pieces, whereas these look like they're only in 1 or 2, so let's have a look there. Oh no! TTCombat, what are you doing to me? As you can see there, she has no hands. And what that means is these hands are located somewhere on one of these other sprues, and we will look in a second to find out which. No, TT. After everything we've been through, why would you do this? But yeah, we've got this guy. One arm, but at least it's a big contact area. And at least their bases aren't acrylic, I guess. This is the Gravedigger guy, I think. Oh, no. There you go. And again, an arm and a little bit. What I will do is I will get these built up and then show you them again at the end of the video. So yeah, again, he's missing the arms. And then TTCombat. Come on. A head and both arms. What are you trying to do to me, man? So let's have a look what we've got here. We've got an arm and a hat and a crossbow. And then we've got a shovel and a separate arm. And then here we have 2 arms. And then obviously his are there. So yeah, everything seems to be here. You're just evil, TT. Why would you do that? Let's have a look. And these are the models, since that is a gorgeous model though. It's also a gorgeous model. A gorgeous model. A gorgeous model. You know what I'm going to say. It's a gorgeous model. So yeah, I really like these. I loved the miniatures before. They weren't made by TT. It absolutely escapes me right now who they were made by, and I feel really bad about that. But we did show them off, and we showed off the old version of the book and things like that. I'm really excited to play Carnivale. I think the starter set is brilliant, as you guys will know if you watch the review. As I said, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these models built up, and I will show them off at the end of the video. So that you guys can see them. So I'll go get them built up and we're back. So I did get these models built. I've also based them and I've undercoated them. Now, the reason I undercoated them is because I had to use a lot of liquid green stuff on them, and they looked a bit of a mess because there was obviously greys and greens and things like that. So I just undercoated them just to make them look a little nicer. So we're going to take a look at them each one at a time. Let me zoom in so you can actually see. So this is your young vampire. It's really, really nice, especially when you compare it to the original, which I do have here just for clarity purposes. So I will not be using these together because the sizes are pretty damning. But yeah, so then we've got the next one up. Oh my goodness. I need to zoom out a little bit for this. Yeah, that's a bit better. No, it's not. There. So you can see actually, there's even a bit more green stuffing I need to do around the neck. I actually thought I'd got that covered, but it sank a little bit. Now, if I will be critical for a second, I would say that this particular model didn't go together very well. The rest were fine, but this one was a bit of a struggle. Now, you can see that I've gone for kind of a gravelly look for the bases instead of the Venice street tiles, and that's because I want to give them kind of a graveyardy feel. Obviously, that's the noble. And again, he's much nicer than the previous one, which is this guy here. So for size comparisons, you can see, also will not be getting used together. So I think I'll use these old metal ones. I'll probably use them for a different game. We play a load of different games. Maybe it could be for D&D or something. I love that model. He's so, so nice. And the final one is her. And again, I thought she was going to be horrible to put together, but she was actually really, really simple. She's very flimsy, but very, very easy to go together. Now, I do have the next set of vampires to unbox very shortly as well. So keep an eye out on the channel for that. But no, these are the models. Obviously, you've seen them unboxed. You've now seen them. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to paint them. This won't be in this video, though, so it will be a separate one. I think what I'll do is I'll have all of my warband painted up, all of my Strigoi, and then I'll show you them all together painted instead of spreading out over 2 or 3 videos trying to get those extra clicks, which, you know, I could do, but I shan't. But no, guys, so there it is. You've seen them from unboxing to building, and yeah, I really like them. As I said, one of them was a nightmare to put together, but the rest were perfectly fine. Please let me know what you think, though, because obviously that is important. I want to know, is Carnivale a game you guys are excited for? Have you seen any of the models yourselves? Have you had any breakages? On top of that, you know, how do you find building them? Have you played any games of it yet? Because we haven't. We got the rulebook, and currently Sparks is assimilating that. And Vince has had a read of it. But as things stand, you know, it's still an uncharted rulebook for us, which is always exciting, because it means that we get to learn something new. Obviously, we've got other games on the go, like Rumble Slam, Burrows and Badgers. We've still got Ragnarok to take a look at. Open Combat is coming to the channel in a big way. Now, Open Combat's a book that came out in 2014 that I absolutely adore, but I've never found anyone to play it with. And then it turns out that other Rage Against the Dice guys also play it, just completely separately. So we're going to give it a try together. I think I'm going to be using Ratmen, which is obviously Skaven models, now that I don't really play Age of Sigmar as much. Not because I don't like the game, just because, again, it's finding other people to play it and finding time with work and stuff. But no. So if you are enjoying the Carnivale content and you do want to see more, hit that like button. It helps the algorithm, and obviously it shares us out there. Also leave a comment, let us know what you think about Carnivale and, you know, TTCombat's new business model in general, really. And then on the back of that, pray the dice gods and hope they smile upon you. And take care, guys. Thank you very much for your time.